Now let's see how to use sum formula in Excel. Here the employee names are given, and here there is given total sales value. So you have to calculate the sum of this total sales value. So how to do that? Is equal to sum bracket, select this, bracket complete, enter, done. Now let's see how to use SUMIFS formula in Excel. Now here the customer data is there. Now if you see the customer data, here John has made a sales of 1200 using the product laptop. Then again, John made a sale of 800 using the product TV. Now again, the John has made the sales of 400 using the product mobile. So basically, John has came 3 times. So you wanted to find out the total sales generated by the John. So which formula you will use? I will click here. Okay, and I will use this formula. So what is this formula? Is equal to sum if bracket. You have to select these values A4 to A9. Then which value you wanted to search? John. So you will write here John, and then you have to find out the sales value, right? So you will select C4 to C9 and click enter. Done. Now let's see how to use average formula in Excel. Now here the student names are given and their marks. So we have to find out the average value of these marks. So how to do that? So I will type here is equal to average average bracket. Select the columns from B4 to B8. Close the bracket and hit enter. So this is the 70, which is average from 50 to 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So average of this all marks is 70. Done. Now let's see how to use max formula in Excel. So what do you mean by the max formula? It will find out the highest value from these cells. Okay. Now here the cells column is there, and you have to find out the maximum value, that is the highest value. So how to do that? Is equal to MAX bracket. Select these cells from B4 to B8, B4 to B8 bracket complete and enter. Out of these 5 values, this 22,700 was the highest value, so it returns this value. Now let's see how to use MAXIFS formula in Excel. First, I will type the formula, then I will explain. MAXIF, then I will select the cell from C4 to C9, comma, I will select the cell from B4 to B9, then type shoes. Now, what does this formula mean? It means it will it will check the cell from C4 to C9, then it will check the cell from B4 to B9, and it will try to match the shoes in this B4 to B9. Now shoes are there 3 times, here, here and here, and out of these 3 values it will try to find out the maximum value. Let's see how to use minimum formula in Excel. What do you mean by the minimum formula? It means it will find out the minimum, that is the smallest value out of this sales column. Okay, so let's see how to do this. Is equal to MIN bracket, select this cells, bracket complete and enter. Now out of this 5 cells value, this value was the minimum, that is the lowest. So it find out the minimum value, that is 9,800. Now let's see how to use MINIFS formula. First I will type the formula, then I will explain you. Okay, MINIFS, I'll select the cells from C4 to C8, C9, sorry. I'll select the cell from B4 to B9 and then, okay, so I'll explain this formula. It means it will select the cells from C4 to C9. So it will check the cells from C4 to C9. Then again, it will check the cell from B4 to B9 and it will try to match the shoes in this column. Now he find out the shoes are there 3 times. Okay. Now out of these 3 values, it will find out the minimum value. Let's see how to use count formula in Excel. First, I will type the formula, then I will explain you. Okay. First, I will type over here. COUNT count, then bracket. Then I will select from B4 to B8. I will select this blank cell also. I will close the bracket and enter. Now it will count only 3. It means the count formula only take the numeric values. Now here hello was there, which is text. so it didn't count. And here it was a blank cell, so it didn't count. So out of these 5 cells, only 1, 2, 3, the count formula counts. So that's why the answer is 3. Let's see how to use count a function. I will type the formula, then I will explain you. Is equal to COUNT, count a bracket. I will select the column from B4 to B8. Remember, I have selected the blank column also, that is the 8th one. Then I will close the bracket and I will enter. Now it has it is showing me the value 4. Means it has count these 4 cells. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, count A will calculate all the numbers, text, characters, etc. But it will not count blank cell. That's why out of these 5 cells, it counts only this first 4. It didn't count the blank cell.